Hey guys, welcome back to the Super Mario 64 series on the channel. This is the speedrun portion. In the last episode we did Bomb Bomb Battlefield, and in this episode we're heading down to the basement to do a Hazy escape, but before we do that we're going to be going to Bowser in the Dark World. So we can unlock the basement and also so you can see what a speedrun of that stage will look like. I don't have a lot to say about this stage. This is really just one you gotta practice out a lot. This is probably the first stage you will practice a lot to get to a good level when you start speedrunning, because it's used in literally every category. It just depends if you're using red coins or not. Which I highly recommend learning the red coin route as early as possible. Okay, that was surprisingly smooth. When I was practicing this earlier, I kept dying. I only had one successful run through. Yeah, then I always mess up that. Doesn't matter how good I get. I always mess up the ending. But overall, that was not bad. I don't know if I made Shikiru signal or not, but I'll take it. For the Bowser throw, this one's pretty simple. As you can see, super easy. Only tricky thing with that one, you miss if you're not focused. And then also, if you want to go for a really optimal throw, you want to spin it just fast enough to hit the bomb, but not to the point where you will throw it flying up. And by spinning it so it doesn't fly up and it hits the bomb, will save you a few frames over, like, if it does go fly up. You really don't need to worry about that unless you're, like, doing 0 or 1 star, or your top tier, like, 16-star runner. And now, here we go into the basement. Before we head into Hazy Maze Cave, we are going to say hello to a little friend of ours. His name is Mips. It's been a while since I've caught him in a run. Not going for style points, just gotta catch him. Or not. Oh, I thought I had him. He's not hard to catch, it's just if you don't catch him like right off the bat, it really messes you up. And I totally expected me to catch him right here. Usually you catch him on the other side of the hallway if you mess up. Didn't do that. Okay, now we're gonna finally start heading into Hazy Maze Cave, which is in this door. But first, we're gonna talk to our good pal Toad. Here. Guess then I need to show you either of these stars because you don't really. Well, you definitely don't speedrun Toad, and then Mips is really easy to learn how to get. But you know why not? Okay, so I'm just gonna go through each of the stars as they are listed on the splits, and then do like a slower go through of each of them, kind of explain them if they're longer. Since this stage you don't need it, doesn't matter what star you select, all of them are available at all times. It's going to be pretty straightforward to do. So first we'll do the 100 coins in red. So first off, you're just going to be grabbing on that spider or scuttlebug, grab those 3 coins, come up here, Grab this one. You can dive here if you want. You'll miss that coin. But you would dive there, then dive again here, and then you would roll out across this gap. Hopefully you missed a fire. Next you walk through this door and you want to hold down right. Do these wall kicks. Takes a lot of practice for you to be able to land on this platform or on the elevator. And next I'm going to do all in one movement and try to explain it as I go. But your goal is to walk into the elevator and then long jump. Stand there for about half a second so it starts moving, but long jump over to those 2 red coins. And then get back over here and back onto the elevator before it despawns. It's kind of hard to get good at it, so if you mess up, you kind of just gotta stick with and continue on through. It only wastes, I want to say, maybe 10 seconds. It's definitely not the end of the world. So you also, I didn't get it to start moving, but if you did that, you want to hit C right to move the camera around this way by the time you come around. Maybe if you can, do a side flip there after you got a second coin to get you a bit closer. So give you a little extra time to move with. If you ledge grab at it all, you're not gonna make it. And then you would just long jump. And I was trying to point at my screen like you would see it, but just try to. It's all I try on error, honestly. Okay, so right here, you want to be standing around here-ish. Right here, exactly right here. It's not precise, you can get a little off and it'll be fine. Tap up to line you up, then once that shadow, that red coin goes into the elevator, you want a long jump. I messed something up there. Okay, we'll try that again. Something not too awful about this stage. Compared to well, nice, no stage so far has been too bad with practicing. But if you don't have a Game Shark or Never Drive and you want to practice this section, you can simply just walk it back up here and try it again. The angle you would long jump off is around here, not here, but around this angle, so it will line up where the elevator is at that time. So yeah, about there. You don't have to stand, it's not precise at all, you can be just around this area, but try to get as close to this as you can. And then when it's turning here, you want to tap up a little bit, and oh, there's no red coin, so I can line up. Okay, but when that red coin that was there previously, as soon as the shadow appears, don't preemptively start holding up and long jump. I'm messing this up. I don't have the red coin to really tell me with that, but okay, I hit it, so hopefully when I do runs, you'll be able to see a better comparison to that. Next, you want to triple jump or side flip up this wall. Either one will do. And see the side. You want to run into it, and then run around it. That's the easiest way you're going to get that. I'm going to make sure you do one full rotation around him, which is why I like to come over the side of him, so then I can do one full rotation without having to accidentally run off the edge. There's a slightly faster way you can do that to more advanced, but you don't really need that. You can also triple jump up here or side flip, whichever you're more comfortable with. And you see this eye. That happens to me a lot, especially in run. From doing when I've been trying to time how fast I'm doing this. I would get up a raise, you would be lined up and you would shoot me. And this, you kind of just have to run a really tight circle. There's no trick down. I guess you could get hit by it and do the run around that way. But, experiment with it. Next one, come here and then just ground pound. Kill this scuttlebug. This jump can be a little tricky. But you want to triple jump. At the height of your jump is when you want to wall kick to get up here. Ground pound again. And next you want to come through this door. Grab these 5 coins. And then fall down into here. Kill that Snooper, I think that's what his name is. Get your 2 coins come up here, the blue coin switch. Make sure you grab every single coin. You should have 81 after you get all these. Okay, good. Kill that snooper. Got 2 coins. You want to come up here. You can triple jump up there too if you can, or do what I did. If you didn't get a jump off beforehand. This part can be a little tricky. You want to make sure you get 3 of these bats. 4 is okay too, but you only need 3, and it can be very easy to mess this up. There, just like that. Not too difficult, but like if you miss time your jump, they fly past you, and they're really annoying to catch up with. And there's only 3 backup points in this entire route. One of those is those bad, and then where I grabbed those when I went to that door just a moment ago, and there was a line of 5 coins and 2 bats. You can kill those for 2 extra coins. So if you miss a coin earlier, like at the beginning of this where I missed that coin coming in here, and you just want to go on with it, you can grab a 4th bat. Other than that, I don't know what kind of coins you would really miss here other than the bats themselves. And then just come up here, and then you got your star. And then everything else on the stage is actually pretty straightforward, unless you're going for like advanced strats, which I've been trying some of them, and I can get them a few times. I'll explain those ones when I get them up. But next up is Toxic Maze. This one, I forgot to change my camera, but you want to go into Mario C down before you enter that door, and then come up here. So, the really fast way is if you long jump off here and you land right to like that corner right where that red grate is, and where it goes into the darkness, and you clip through there. I've tried that so many times, I just can't get it, even looking at setups and stuff, so I'm not going to be doing that. You can still try to go for it, and if you miss it, you're likely just get pushed through this grate right here. So I may go for it just for fun, and then end up having to do it this way anyway. But you come through this door, step on this elevator, come down here. If you got the clip, you would be right here, so it saves like, I would guess like 8 seconds. Next, you're gonna be coming through here. And out this elevator. Now there is a way you can do a triple jump. So then you would like wall kick off the wall, and then just come through up here. I don't know how to do that either. So, not the most optimal star by me, but it will get the job done. Now we just gotta practice your movement. This one, we got Amazing as it. This one's one of the easiest stars. Just Mario cams you down, and then you want to hold up right, come up here, and then simple enough. Okay, so now this next one says box jump, and I'm probably not going to be doing the box jump in the runs. I'll try to get it once so you guys can see what that is, then I'll show you what I'm actually going to do. This one I've been trying like all week to get consistent, and I've gotten it like a few times in a row, but it's not good enough, so then I'll be getting it like time after time, especially in runs. So you want to come up here. I don't have a good explanation of this, but you want to get get at a good angle, which I don't know how to really explain it. Then do your side flip and do your triple jump off that box. Almost like that. But if your angle's off, or maybe I wasn't like pulling back enough after the triple jump, or maybe I wasn't going forward enough, you will just land back in this room, or possibly in the room right in front of us. Okay, no, never mind. bit of false hope. Okay, so like that. That's not the best angle you get. Normally you would be more lined up with a star. You also don't want to move too much when you're going over right above this area. Because you could hit a death planer and you'll just die. And that's, of course, not what you want. And you don't want to move until you get fairly close to the star. Overall, that saves about 5 seconds. So, you really don't need it unless you're like a top tier player, like for most of these. Now this is also the start. You would actually do it twice, so it would save 10 seconds total if you get it first try on both. But the other strat you would do, if you're not going for that, which I'm not, is you would go through this door, open this elevator, walk off, dive to catch yourself, and then you want to stand about here on the right side, where that black marking was. Slide down here and come through here. I'll be doing that for both of those stars. And this is where you get the metal cap. This is one that requires good movement for it to be good. I don't have that, so I will most likely just be grabbing a second metal cap, and I'm going to press it now so that when I do run, I don't have to worry about that. I don't know if that matters or not for like official time, but I'm not submitting this regardless. It's just for my personal gain. So it doesn't really matter. So I will most likely just be grabbing a second metal cap. Unless I like get really good move. Last night I had a couple good runs where I was almost able to get the star in one cap cycle, and then I would like mess up with walking in the water. Not too much to say about that one, just practice movement if you want to get it in one cycle. If not, there's nothing wrong, do it in two. Next up, we got Rolling Rocks. This is one of my... No, it's not. I was about to say it's one of my favorite stars. I don't know why it would be. One of the stars that gave me trouble when speedrunning, because I would try to always go for that triple jump or like a double jump wall kick up here. No, I'd always miss it. Then I tried to dive, and then I would mess it up a lot. But over time, it's one of those stars that you just get better at when your movement gets better. So a little tip: if you're like doing 16 stars right now, like a lot of people do, and you find that having a hard time improving your time, even if you have like a 22, and your sum of best is already like an 18 or 19, learn 70 star. Make your movement way better. And just be 70 star for a while, and then you'll learn a lot of movement. And yeah. Another star, you come through this door. This one's called Christmas Miracle. I don't know why. I see it called that a lot. And you want to triple jump up here, clip through that way. Hopefully you land more this way, or closer to the button, then you land on the button. If you don't, then you just want to stand right here, do a double jump, and at the height of your jump, kick, and hold back. Right about that. Hold back after the kick, so you land on the button and you'll press it. Normally you need the metal cap to do that, but you know that's really slow, so we're not doing that. And you just jump across, and bam, you got that star. Pretty straightforward stage. Really, the only thing that will really require me to go through this route again is just 100 coins. So I'm guessing after like this first run, when I do a full run, I'm just gotta be waiting until I get a good 100 coin star time, and then just gotta finish it out. Of course, I could mess up any of those stars by quite a bit, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, so gotta do, I guess a node reset, but if it's really good, it's really good. I do have 109 attempts on this, and that's just for the 100 coins, and that's not even 109 real attempts. It's like, I'm like 50. So yeah, I already have a gold for this first star. Yeah, let's get started. Let's look at it. I had a run, and then I really messed it up, so I just restarted it. Earned 100 point. I missed that long jump again. If I waited and went all the way around, I missed it again. So I was like, I would just restart. I'm not gonna make that. I could have. And that part, instead of long jumping, if you like you can't get it right, you can just like run back. But the long jump, that side flip will save you a little bit of time. And I misread a point, but there is. Back up, it's better than just running all the way around the elevator. That was good timing. Got it through right when he did. Now you can just go do a long jump here and get the coin. That is, of course, slower than just get it normally. The cow would not be slower. But it's, you know, better than having to reset and or ride the elevator again. Okay, this is still pretty good. This is about my average go through of here. And I still missed out on some stuff, so. I hate the little holes there, because I know they exist just to annoy you. And it's really annoying, so they're doing a good job on that. No point to grab that coin, really, unless like he's end up getting like really bad RNG. But they have to be like really bad for it to matter. I might use triple jump up there, but I messed it up. Oh, one spots where the camera sucks. Probably would have been able to beat my goal if I didn't like mess up that side. No, definitely not. But that goal's definitely beatable. It's not like great by any means. It's just what I was able to get. And just that side flip alone would have. I'm messing up the side flip, but then would have pretty much tied the gold. And I still didn't make the long jump to the elevator. Still missed the right corner in the box. And that alone's at least 20 seconds. Oh yeah, sure, just... yeah, just die. So that's one way you can mess up that star. Pretty much the only way you can really mess it up. I was gonna go see if I can get the clip, but then I just... oof. I was gonna go for it, but I definitely wasn't lined up that time. second attempt was actually okay, but no, dying defeats all that. Amazing Exodus, a super straightforward one. The next, pretty much all these except for Metal Cap are super easy for me because I've done them a ton before. Other remaining ones, Toxic Maze and 100 Point, I haven't done it too many times. One of the first stars you learn when you're running this game because it's in 16 star. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot else I can even say about that one. Other than that, there's a second route that you'll see speedrunners go for, and I don't know why, because it looks harder, and it's about the same amount of speed. In fact, the easier one is technically faster. It can be faster, so. I don't have a whole lot to say about the Metal Cap star either, than what I said earlier. Just don't want it to be like I'm just, I'm just playing the game. Trying to do some sort of commentary too, but there's just not a lot to say about the stage. Other than Dory's here, I like Dory's cool. I don't like Dory's design in the N64 version. I don't know why I did Mario Camp, but I'll make it work. Overall, that's not good. That's not good. As you can tell, I have not practiced a ton. I'm gonna say I practiced maybe a total of 5 times. All being yesterday. So I don't have any part of that down. And Rolling Rocks, I would say the second easiest star in all of this. Definitely the second shortest. Maybe even third shortest. Who knows? This star can be a bit of a pain to get a good time on, because those boulders they have some RNG to them where they could go down the path that you normally take. There's a few different paths they can take, and you have to like learn how to dodge them. Otherwise, you're just gonna get hit by them and not have anything to do about it. I'm still not good at dodging them, but I've been working on them during the previous times I've done runs. Okay, so I messed that up. So if you mess that up, you can just, I don't have this backup super down yet. So you can definitely just do a side flip, or you can even just take that, the same clip down. Whatever you prefer. But I'm definitely going to be going for the side flip. Because the other one's just too slow for this star, for what I want to do. So sub 10, definitely saw that possible. Super easy sub 9, just like if I didn't mess up this star, this probably wouldn't have been a sub 9 or pretty close. I believe this is about the same length as Bob on Battlefield, so probably also going to go for a sub 8 there. Depends on how good I can get that red coin time to be. Because just looking at Metal Cap, Toxic Maze, and the Christmas Miracle, that alone can be down to like 8.5 minutes, so we'll see. Don't have a specific time goal as usual, but I just want one. fairly good run, which is just going to come down to how good 100 points in reds is, for the most part. So yeah, we'll cut until we, anything interesting happens or if we get the run. Probably the latter.
Let's go.
Overall, that was decent. The first, minute or so was pretty good, and then I missed that triple jump up to that box, which of course wasted some time. And then the ending there after once it got to the bats was really bad. That alone could have been quite a bit faster. This was much faster because I didn't die. A small thing I didn't mention before, but anytime you see 2 doors, I always want to go through the left door. It's ever so slightly faster. But it's like 3 times apparently I don't know how to jump. And that was, in general, just bad. Okay, so sub 9 on the second full go through, not too bad. I would say definitely 100 coin has the most time save. Christmas Miracle has a little bit more, and Metal Cap can overall just do better, or just sloppy all around. But not bad. Probably only a few more before we see a good run. Really just gotta get a good ending to that 100 coin, and then we'll be rock and rolling. Facing the wrong way. Okay, that was much better. Still be cleaner. Did fall off where I was a couple times. But overall, just that ending still needs to be a little better. But not bad. Hey, he died again.
Mamma mia!
Don't know why I'm dying at all during these stars because not hard, but specifically on this one. Because it's the exact same setup as Amazing Exit, but still mess it up. That was actually almost a clip. I think I pulled left a little bit too much. Really hate that hole.
Here we go! Let's go! Here we go!
That's about as good as you'd expect from that one, unless you do some lag reduction that I don't know how to do, so that's good.
Let's go!
it can be slightly better if I just wasn't rubbing against walls, but I got a turn right before I clipped through that made me go towards the star more, which does save a little bit of time. Okay, overall not bad. Really the only way that can be better is by making it to the point where I don't gotta grab a second cap, which I don't expect that happening, but I'm not gonna complain. That was good too. Really getting lucky with those boulders so far, having had any luck in my path I like to take. Okay, not bad. Overall, this was very solid except for that death. Would have been like an 820. Dang, that would have been really good. All the things that could have been better reasonably is 100 coin, just being a little cleaner. Toxic Maze not dying. And then maybe getting the triple jump into the corner on Christmas Miracle rather than doing the side flip. But other than that, everything else is really smooth. So probably go for one more time improvement. That doesn't include a death. And we'll take that. So, yeah. I'm pretty smooth. It's only been like 20 minutes. I'm surprised I got that. And surprised that I missed that.
Here we go! Here we go!
Yeah, that was actually pretty good overall, except for missing that red coin inside that box. If you take that into account everything, that's a pretty good time considering that.
Go!
That was unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Here we go!
That could have been a pretty decent hold if it wasn't for those two really small mistakes.
Go! Here we go! Go! Here we go! Go!
Okay, it's the first time I ever got Bad Rocks and I successfully dodged it. I hit that one, but
Here we go!
first time I actually did it correctly and actually went around it. So, that was good.
Hego! Here we go!
Okay, so sub 830. I do definitely think I can lower that down to closer to around 8 minutes if I got a really good 100 coins. But I think I could still reasonably gold that by another 10 seconds, maybe 15. But other than that, everything else is about as good as it's gonna get. I can definitely gold Christmas Miracle by another like 4 or 5 seconds if I got the clip immediately, or if I hit the switch on the way down. Um, but personally, I don't think it's really worth it for me to keep going for attempts to try to beat this, because it's gonna look pretty much the exact same, aside from 100 coin at the first half. I can definitely save time on just about every star if I did more advanced strats, and I've tried learning them, and it just takes time to learn to get consistent at everything. So in order to keep the series going, I'm just gonna take this, move on, and then in the future, once I get some strats down on this stage and other stages as well, maybe I'll redo a stage Arte run, so you can see what a better version of that looks like. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this, make sure you click like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any feedback. Really appreciating this one. I know this one, the editing's probably different. There's probably not gonna be very many fails in just like a few, like pretty much every PB, to make it easier for me for editing, because I would have like a 2-hour video and just going through finding stuff. This one I kind of just would record an attempt, and if nothing interesting happened, I just didn't save it. So if that's good, please let me know. If not, then I'll go back to what I was doing, or maybe I'll find a different way. But I think this will suffice, because honestly, every time I failed, it was just the same exact thing. So it's not interesting at all, whatever you're not seeing. And really, it was only like 20 attempts total, even if you include the really short fails. But thank you for watching. Like I already said, see you guys next episode. Bye.